For the past couple of decades, you could kind of get away with not following inflation, whereas now, because there's such a disconnect between rates and inflation, is something that every person has to know. If you're simply failing to grow your wealth, then that's one thing. But if you're actively losing purchasing power with your money in the bank at a notable rate, that's a more serious problem that people have to pay attention to.
By owning a little bit is a good way to start that journey and to do a minimal portfolio allocation just to be aware of crypto.
The right number is not zero, and that it is something that people should be familiar with, even if it's a number that does not really impact their life. And realizing you own this, you self-custody it, you can send it to anyone in the world, and you're not going through a centralized third party. That's a really powerful technology. And then, of course, compared to other cryptos, it's the one that has the most credible decentralization. Some degree of diversification is helpful. I never go all in on anything, just for mental clarity, really. And so when something falls 56% in a couple months, it's literally you lose zero sleep if you manage your position size well and if you know what you own. I think this whole decade is going to be an interesting one. So there's the crypto part, and I think the ongoing underlying financial repression, currency devaluation theme is going to be with us for a while. But overall, I do think that this is a pretty interesting environment that's comparable to the 70s, comparable to the 40s, comparable to 2000s tech mania. So it is, I think, a pretty historic time to be in. When you have meme coins, meme stocks, there's a lot of landmines out there, but it's also stuff for the history books. Probably the takeaway I would have, and kind of the mindset to have, is be open-minded, but also skeptical.